Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bit of a different video in that I am sharing a gift guide, but I came to my kids' playroom. We have a bonus room in our house that is kind of like the TV hangout slash the area where most of our kids' toys are stored. And I thought this would just be a change of scenery and maybe just the easiest place to film this video so that you could see these things out in real life, the toys and activities and stuff that we do all the time with our kids. So if you read the title of today's video, you know we're talking about gifts that are practical, useful, and that will be used for years for babies to toddlers. Now, I know when you hear the age baby to toddler, you're like, do they really need anything? And honestly, probably not, right? I mean, the kids are happiest when they have a box, right? But if you're like us and have friends and family members that just really love to bless you by giving your family and your children gifts, I hope that you get some great ideas from this so that if people do ask, hey, what does your baby want for Christmas? You actually can say, actually, I have a couple ideas for you, because I know that I really appreciate if people give me specific ideas, because then I'm giving them things they actually want for their family or their children. And I also love receiving those things because I know my kids, I know what they'll play with, and I know what my house needs and can handle. So let's jump in. I hope these are great, helpful ideas for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share with you is these stacking cups. Now, my baby is obsessed with these. She's almost 10 months old, and for multiple months now, she will love it if I stack these up for her. And I'll show you here, they stack very easily. They can stack all the way up here, and then she loves to just knock them over. So great for babies. They also grow with your children because obviously once they learn, they can stack them on their own. But these are great bath toys or even sensory bin toys because they have holes in them. So super fun. If you fill this with water, the water will come out the bottom. And so we definitely have used these in the bath as well, but something that will last a really long time. One thing I'll say about these is I like that these are not silicone. There is a silicone version of these, and there's many versions of this, but we like this one because we have a dog and there's just fuzz and hair everywhere. And so the silicone collects that, but this like plastic material does it. These ones are by the brand Mushy. So I will make sure to link everything I talk about below if you would like an easy shoppable link. Okay, next we have animals. So plastic or wooden animals are awesome. So the kids can obviously start from babies just playing around with them, and then they'll slowly learn the names of them. You can work on the sounds of the animals with your children, and it's really fun actually as the kids grow to watch their imagination just run wild with these. They'll use their blocks or their little Legos, Duplo Legos, and build little houses and habitats for them, which is super fun. We have quite a few sets. So these are kind of some more wild animals. We have some little sea life, and we have quite the variety. There are some brands that are more expensive. Honestly, a couple of these are just from the dollar store. So look for the higher quality, like thicker material ones. I believe this is a dollar store one. So these are really, really great. And then the little people animals. So there are a few different little people setups that we really love. One of them, I'm saying little people, this is Fisher Price. So this is the Fisher Price farm. You can see here, there's an animal currently in a blanket. So there's some sounds, which is great. Kids love that. My 2-year-old was literally wrapping her animal up into a blanket because it was very cold. They can, use their imagination, create a farm with farmers and do whatever they may please. But then I like how it just closes up. This actually opens up even further, and then you can use all the different animals with multiple different, homes and farms, which is really great. Another option with that is the Noah's Ark. I love it because the animals and figurines all fit inside the ark, so it's really easy to store. And you can also, teach the Bible story that goes along with it. So that is another great option, again, with just little animals and people figurines that can be used across all of these. On the animal note, this is actually a bath toy. And I would highly recommend if you have bath toys that have holes in them, throw them away. They cannot dry out properly unless it's a special bath toy is mold free. But I love these because they're mold free. You can still like squish them. Obviously there's no holes in them. So, no water is going to come out of them, but it's mold free bath toys. We have a couple sets of these little animals. They float in the water. The kids love to play with them, and you don't have to worry about them getting wet inside and being harmful to your children because of the mold that grows so fast. So these are a great option from baby up until, all ages. Okay, next I have 2 shape sorters. I think these are one of the best things that you can gift when kids are super young, just to foster their learning, because they can developmentally hit so many milestones with these items. So the first one is just your super basic shape sorter. We actually have shapes from multiple toys that we have just condensed into just this one. And so this has multiple shapes, as you'll see on here. So when they're doing this, my baby, our 10-month-old, just loves to open this and dump it, or this part opens right here and she'll just play in it and like make tons of noise. She loves it. And then of course, as they grow, you can teach them shapes and colors, and then, you know, teach them how to find the correct shape and use their little fingers to push the shapes in. So a basic shape sorter, I think, is a wonderful toy. My 2-year-old has mastered this, except for some of the unique shapes. Now we're working on those, but this has been something that has really helped her. Another, I want to share 2 shape sorters because we really like this one as well. Now this one has less shapes on the top, but I love that everything stores inside this bucket, and then I won't do the whole thing. But this is actually a stacking toy as well. So it goes like 10, 9, 8, 7, and it stacks all the way up to the top. So again, this is super fun, and it actually adds another level of learning how to sort, you know, from smallest to biggest, uses those number knowledge, different items that they can learn, numbers, colors, so multiple ages. For babies and up, I think this is a great option. I do want to say, we've been gifted and purchased or found these items for free or thrifted them over many, many years. So while you're watching this video, please don't feel like you need all of these things at one time, because you just simply don't. And I don't want to put any pressure on you to feel like, oh my goodness, my baby or my toddler doesn't have enough because they don't have that. And it's just so not true. So as you're going through this, I just hope that I provide good ideas for you, but also remember, you don't have to have it all. Right? And so if there's a couple things in here and you're like, yeah, probably not, that is perfectly fine. You know, go with your gut, use your best judgment and what you're wanting for your family, because again, you want to foster a healthy learning environment in your home and not a stressful environment that is just exploding with toys that you don't want to use, right? Also, so many of these things I've actually thrifted. You will be shocked at how many toys, especially right now, because people are purging stuff so that they'll have more room for Christmas toys and things they're bringing into their home. But there are so many options and great toys in thrift stores if you just take a minute to look. My kids have never, ever, ever once said, oh, I can't believe you gave me a toy that someone already had. Mom, this has a scratch on it. Can you believe it? This isn't new. They don't care, you know, as long as it's in good condition, the pieces are there. Absolutely, thrifting and hand-me-downs from people are wonderful. So do not skip the thrift stores. Okay, the next kind of category I want to share with you is my daughter's favorite, and that is baby dolls and accessories to go with them. So I do not think you can give a baby doll too early. Literally from birth, it's such a special gift that you could even gift a mom who's expecting to give to their child. And since my daughter was not even 1, she actually went to the dollar store with me one time, and it was when she was just crawling around and she found this baby doll, and it was this little tiny plastic baby doll that she ended up carrying with her everywhere, and she was like, baby, 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 and loved it, like from the dollar store.
Hello, baby. Hello? Hello.
So remember, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get these things, but a couple options I want to share with you that we think are great is this one is for just like a really little baby, super soft and squishy, nothing, you know, that can hurt them on here, nothing loose, super safe for a little one. Now, if you want something that will last them more years, I would recommend one of the next 2 I'm going to talk about. Of course, my 2-year-old will still play with this baby doll, but it's not her favorite. So if you want one that's going to last you a little bit longer, that they're not going to kind of age out of, I would recommend these 2. She was gifted this one for Christmas last year. It is just the sweetest. She calls her a little ballerina. So again, a super soft doll, but a little just older and a little larger. But this one is just the sweetest. And then your typical little doll here. This is, I want to say, a 12 or 14 inch baby doll. Not as big as like an American Girl doll. But again, this one would last them forever, literally forever. And these are just super nice. This one, the eyes like open and close. And as you can see, my daughter has some different clothes on there that she has been gifted. There's actually like little pretend diapers on this baby. So the accessories that you can give with these as well is super fun, but this is something that will last them a lifetime. And then a couple of our favorite doll accessories. One is this Kid Craft, I believe was the brand we ended up with, this little crib. It is so sweet. It rocks back and forth. It came with some bedding. So my daughter loves putting her baby dolls to sleep. So this is a great option. And then there also are matching rocking chairs and high chairs. She's actually getting the high chair this year for Christmas. So we're very excited about that. But those, again, can grow with your child and be used for years and years. A set of bottles or binkies is also a great option. These are the ones that have the disappearing liquid, so it looks like the baby's drinking them. This actually came with the doll, so I will make sure to link that set. But having the bottle to go with the baby, again, also a great option. And then one of our favorite things that she was gifted when she turned 1 is this beautiful wooden pram or stroller. But it is just, it's a little dirty because it's been very well loved, but it is in great condition. We're really excited to have her 10-month-old little sister now kind of take this over as she learns to walk, but it has lasted us a long time, and she definitely still uses this. Now this year she's getting a little double stroller for Christmas that she is just gonna love because she's baby obsessed. She loves her babies. She pretends to nurse them and feed them and takes care of them so much. So this is a great option. I love the wooden material that it's made of because it can just last so long. We've had a couple plastic strollers and they do end up like bending or snapping, but this has been a really, really great one. Okay, next I want to share just some instruments. So instruments are something, again, you can get from birth and up. Honestly, at any age, I would say instruments are super fun. My 7-year-old absolutely loves playing with instruments still. So this was from a Melissa and Doug set. This is actually from my Nana from Kenya. So that's pretty cool. And then this one, I will see if I can link any of these from Etsy. We got this at a Just Between Friends like sale. I don't know if you know what those are, but it's like a consignment sale. But they're made of like, what is it? Some kind of wiring. Super fun, handmade option. And my baby loves this. Both of the girls love these as babies. But of course, you can use them as they get older too. So instruments are always a great option. Okay, a couple outdoor options. Water tables are wonderful. My kids, from basically once the frost is gone until the frost comes back, they will be outside at their water table. There are so many variations of this. Costco always has some. Of course, there's some on Amazon, but water tables are great from babies and up. They are so much fun. Endless amounts of time spent at our water tables. They are absolutely worth it. And the next is this 4-in-1 radio flyer trike. This is on our wish list this year, but we've used them at cousins' houses before and we love them. Of course, this obviously lasts them many years. It is 4-in-1. It goes from babies, where you can strap them in and push them, all the way to a toddler on a 3-wheeled trike driving by themselves. So that will get many, many years of use, and they are really good, great quality and a great way to get outside with your kids. Okay, next I have this super cute train set. We are gifting this to my nephew this year, and we have loved our train set so much. From, I believe my son got his when he was about 2, and we still play with it today. He still loves it. He, does different things with it now and like makes cooler tracks, but it is so fun. Now this, I think, is just the cutest. So let's see if it focuses. It has little people in it that you can take in and out, which I just think is like the sweetest thing ever. It magnetizes and has, the full trains. You can pull it along, but trains in wooden like sets like this along with blocks are a great toy that will last forever. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I think that one of the most important things too when we're talking about toys that grow with the kids is toys that will last more than one child. So these toys that I'm recommending have been tried and true items that have, I think, all been through minimum one child. We did foster care. We have lots of nieces and nephews. Some of these have been hand-me-downs. Like I said, they've been thrifted. We've had many children in our home. And now we have 3 children of our own who play rough on their toys. And these have lasted so long. So I think that that's also a very important part and thing to consider when you are buying toys is sometimes it's worth the investment to get the wooden train set or whatever it may be that's just a little bit better quality. Because if you have multiple children or even just friends with kids or family members, or maybe when you're done with it, you want to be able to sell it and make a little bit money back. There is nothing wrong with that. So I encourage you, spend a teeny bit more for the item that maybe has a little bit better reviews or a little bit more quality materials because it will benefit you. Okay, the next idea is a piggy bank. My daughter was actually gifted this when she was in my belly still. And I just think this is just the sweetest, most timeless little gift that will last her whole life and be able to stay with her until she no longer wants it. But a piggy bank where they can start saving money. We started putting money in this when she was really little. And it's just a really sweet gift for even an expecting mom, but definitely a little baby that they will actually be able to use. Okay, next is Tonka Anything. We love the Tonka brand. I am praying there's no spider on this. I just took this off my deck, so you're welcome. But this is the super nice like metal Tonka truck. This has been through multiple children. I'm like looking for a spider right now. But this is a great option. We have gifted this because I really think it's just one of those no-fail gifts and they last forever. This has literally been outside in rain and snow and it is in fantastic condition. And again, anything from the brand we really love. Okay, the next gift idea is a Taggy blanket. Now this brand, Taggy, is like the original Taggy's brand. I would highly recommend. They are just the softest, like so soft. And my sister has one of these for one of her older sons, and he brings this with him everywhere. Now it has faded and it is dirty because it's like his lifeline, but it is still in great condition and we highly recommend it. So it can be used as just a really sweet little lovey to cuddle with, or the tags here have holes in them so you can, hook a binky on here if you'd like to. So multiple options with this. It's also just a great little sensory Taggy blanket that is really quiet and isn't going to bother people if you have a kid who likes to feel different textures or materials. So, and as far as this growing with you, my nephew is 2.5 and he carries this with him still everywhere, especially if you have a little binky baby. But I mean, my son even has a little lovey from when he was little and it's still in his bed. So this is something that could be really sentimental, especially if they have it from a baby or from young age to keep with them. So highly recommend the Taggy's brand. On that cozy theme, a blanket suggestion that's a little more unique is a Caden Lane blanket that has their name on it. I don't have any of these for my children yet, but I have gifted them to many people and my sister has them for her kids. And they are just the sweetest thing that they'll be able to keep and grow with. And there are different sizes. You can get a baby sized blanket, or obviously it goes up to, I think, even like twin or adult size, like pretty big. So read the measurements. The baby one is your standard baby blanket. So if you want it for a little older child or a toddler, I would get the next size up in the blanket. But it is such a special little gift to give and something to receive that you can have for your child forever. Next up, I have this really sweet set of brushes and combs. It's a wooden set. We were gifted this when I was pregnant with my daughter, and they are really sweet. They have these little hearts on there, but they are just the best quality. Now, I use these, the really soft one, especially. It's so soft. When my daughter was little, and now as she has more hair, she likes to do it herself. And so it's just really sweet. She'll be in the mirror brushing her hair like a big girl, and it's just really, really sweet. So just really great quality that will last many, many years. Okay, I'm gonna stick to some clothing here. Now, I know you're gonna be like, clothing doesn't grow with you, but hear me out. There's a couple things that I want to suggest to you that we have found with clothing that have actually made things last us many years, or have made so that we can hand them down to other children or friends or family, or even sell them because they just stay in such good condition. So here are my very, very top clothing recommendations that will last you more than 6 months. First is the CC Beanies. Now, we love these because they unroll. So you can literally, wear it when it's like this big. It still looks super cute unrolled. There's nothing wrong with it like this. But then also you can roll it. I mean, we've had a baby with tiny head and like double roll it and put it on their head. But there is a kids and a baby size. This is the kids, and this fits our 10-month-old great. And I mean, it even fits my head. So, and I have a very large head. like really, really large. So these will last multiple years. They're also, my hair is a little crazy now. They are also just wonderful quality. The inside is so soft. They're not itchy. They're our kids' favorite hats. So there's just the basic style. There's ones without the pom-pom on top. And then this one my daughter got last year for Christmas as the double pom-pom. So stinking cute. But highly recommend these beanies so that you can get more than one season's use out of them. Next, I'm going to recommend 2 rain boots. Now, of course, once your kid grows out of them, they won't fit them anymore. But I feel like these sizes are very forgiving, and my daughter has gotten way more time out of her rain boots than she has any other shoe because you can buy them a tiny bit big. But then also, she has worn the crap out of these. I am not kidding. Like every day for over 6 months, a year. I don't remember how long she was in these. So long, and they are in amazing condition. So this is the Hunter brand. They are seriously in such good condition still, and will definitely be saved for her sister. So we really love these. And then if you want something that's a little more cost effective, the grandpa boots on Amazon are also a great option. They last a super long time and are super good for their feet. They're very bendy, which is important for kids' little feet. And we really love them and highly recommend. Okay, now, pajamas. So again, I understand kids are in certain sizes, but I want to show you something. So we love Burt's Bees jammies. They're great, right? Super great. We really love them, but they are cotton. Then we have these brand happen to be little sleepies. We also, a more affordable brand is the Larkspur brand, which we found out with this next baby, our current baby, we were gifted them and we really love them. So Larkspur is a little more affordable because you'll find very expensive bamboo jammies, but this is bamboo. Okay, this is 12 to 18 month. This is 18 month. I'm gonna hold them up together so you can see what I'm about to show you. I'm not crazy, I promise. Okay, so if you just look at the feet here, you can see they're basically the exact same size. Okay, now the front one is 12 to 18, the bamboo, and the back is 18 month. I'm gonna hold these right here. I'm gonna show you how stretchy this is. So I'm gonna pull down the Burt's Bees. I am pulling on this. It cannot go any further, okay? I'm gonna pull down on this. It's out of the screen. They are so stretchy. So if you needed proof, there you go, there's your proof. Bamboo jammies last so stinking long. So I would highly recommend to get bamboo jammies if your kid is in need of pajamas. They will last so much longer. They're extremely comfortable, just like buttery soft material. They last a very long time. And again, they last for more sizes than your typical pajama does, or just clothing in general. Another thing about the little sleepies and a few of the brands is this actually, so right now the toe is closed, but this actually unfolds and becomes an open footed pajama. So we know like usually kids grow out of height first, not always, but usually they grow out of the height of them first. So you can actually use these with open feet. So man, I mean, these could last you a year or two, honestly. I'm not even kidding. So there you go. Great option. My daughter, who is very happily in 12-month clothes, 12 to 18-month clothes at 10 months old, she just finally grew out of her 6 to 9 month bamboo pajamas. There's no stinking way she could put on a pair of 6 to 9 month cotton PJs. Like, that's hilarious. They wouldn't even go up her thigh. So that's just an example. Another thing we love to do with clothing, a little hack, especially for little girls, is buy dresses. So this is a Carter's example. This is a little dress that came with cute little pants. And what we love about this is it can go from dress to shirt. So as long as they fit the rest of it, if they outgrow the length of it, this can be a shirt after a dress. The same thing. This is an Old Navy. We love Old Navy little dresses. So this is a 3T dress, but my daughter is too tall for 3T. So we just put leggings underneath it, and now it's just a little shirt that's right to her little booty, and it fits her so much longer. So turn your dresses into skirts. This little baby doll style is, I think, the perfect style for that, to just make it work the best. And so highly recommend the Old Navy dresses for girls, and then Carter's, or there's a couple other brands that we really love. There's a set on Amazon. They have like a 2 or 3 pack that are great quality as well. I'll link them below, but that is one way to make your kids' clothes last so much longer. Okay, so last clothing example are these sweaters from Amazon. Now, we love them. I'm sure you guys have seen little chunky sweaters on girls or boys so much over the last year, and it is honestly the cutest thing ever. So this, I want to say, is the 3T size, and my daughter is a 3 or 4T currently, and we have had this for over a year. So we bought it a little oversized because cuffing these little sleeves and having it cover her little booty was the cutest thing ever. We actually have multiple colors because she loved it because of how comfortable it was. It's thick, but very comfy. And we just thought it was the cutest. Like my husband was like, can she get any cuter? Like it was just such an adorable little outfit. So I will link these. I ordered multiple versions from, different sellers and stuff, and I landed on this brand. So make sure to click the link below so that you can see the brand that I love, because there were others that definitely were not as good quality. So order this a size or 2 big and roll the sleeve. It is so cute and so in style. If you even care about that, I really don't, but it was just adorable. And then we actually they were on sale. They might still be on sale, but we got her sister one. Now this looks huge, I know. Oh my goodness. It looks so big. Okay, so this one has shrunk a little bit, but it still fits her. This seems bigger than the one I have in front of me. But this is the 18 to 24 month. Now, like I said, my daughter is getting into 12 or 18. Well, she's in 12, about to be an 18-month close. And I cannot wait to put this on and have them match. This was on sale, so I finally bit the bullet and got it because, again, we just love them so much. They're so cozy. So I'm going to roll up the sleeves, have it be a little long sweater on her, and they are just the best and will last so long. Clearly this one has shrunk a little bit, but it still fits my daughter perfectly. It's just getting a little less oversized, but it still works great. So we're gonna get a couple years use out of these sweaters, which is a win for me. Okay, I think this is the last clothing type suggestion. And this is actually little accessories for hair. So I have 3 different types of clips here. These will last until they're adults, if they last that long. I don't know. We've had these for multiple years now at this point though, and we love them. So this is a little clip that works very well on tiny, fine baby hair. The back clip is like this. It is very soft and works super well. My daughters have very, very thin and fine hair, so these are great for that. They would clip very easily into thicker hair, but if you have tiny, fine baby hair, highly recommend these. And then another just type of clip on the back is this one. This, you'll want a little bit more hair on your baby's head, but it is super soft and doesn't pull hair. That was a big thing for mine, but also I needed it to go well into fine hair. So this is another great recommendation. And then these clips, again, there are so many patterns, but I love, there's a bunch of neutral patterns and they're super cute. So this, they have a little scalloped edge detail if you can see there. But again, they are very soft on the back, so they're not going to pull their hair, and they clip very well into fine hair. Again, if your kids don't have fine hair, you probably won't have a problem with most clips, but my kids do. They got my hair, unfortunately, and not their father's. Okay, so it's a little bit later right now. My husband's down with the kids. If you hear them yelling, they're okay, I promise. But I wanted to show you real quick here a couple larger items that we have in our playroom or that are kept in the kids' bedrooms that we really love for babies to toddlers and up. Most of these items we can use as adults, or they're family items now that we all use together. So first, 2 chairs. So we gifted our kids' chairs last year, and the ones that are more for the toddler baby age. First is this one. This is the N&V small chair. Now this is very sturdy. It's heavy, and you can push on it, but it's not like a beanbag chair. It's pretty structured. And so I'm 5'7", and when I sit in it, it is very comfortable still. Super comfortable. It keeps its shape, and we really like that, but it is hard to maneuver. It's a lot heavier than the Pottery Barn chair. Now this one, if you look closely, it's really dirty. We were actually gifted this on our local Buy Nothing page for free, and this year we're giving this to our baby who will be 1 in January, and we are just replacing the cover. So that's a huge blessing that we were gifted this, because these Pottery Barn chairs are not cheap. So this cover is also removable. We're replacing it, and it is such a good chair. I would say, honestly, they're both pretty similar sizes, And maybe this one would last a little bit longer because it's more structured, but we really like both of them. So then if I sit in this one, it doesn't hold me as well. Like I can definitely, I'll fall back in this. Like I need to use the abs, but they're both still like quite structured. This one's just a little firmer, but it is harder to move back and forth if you want to be able to, do that. But both really great options with washable covers, which is obviously like very essential in my opinion. Okay, next item is just this mat. It is such a nice mat because it's very washable. It's squishy, especially if you have like hardwood floor, but even on the carpet, we like that if the kids are even eating a snack or drinking something, it's very washable. It's double-sided, so has like this neutral print on the back. And then I like that this has the ABCs and it's super fun, but it's still not in your face, like super bright colors, So really, really like this. I also like that it kind of keeps them more in one spot in the room and keeps their toys on this rectangular rug so that they're not everywhere. Now, obviously that's not always the case, but it at least gives them kind of a outline or a limit of space where I would like them to be playing. So in my opinion, every kid's playroom needs a kitchen. This has had so many hours of play, and it is just really fun to watch kids just use your imagination and play house and like make you food. And I picked this one out specifically because it wasn't like in your face crazy colors, but it had really good reviews and was in good condition. And I also really wanted a kitchen that had more storage for accessories because I just knew there would be accessories. In fact, when she was being gifted this, we already had a couple things to give her with it, and she was gifted some things that Christmas that we knew about that were going to need to go in the kitchen. So this is one example, a little wooden coffee maker. She was honestly obsessed with this for a while, more than the actual kitchen, but I wanted places to be able to store these. So this one has a shelf here, and then down here as well, there's a little shelf, which is really nice. Inside here, there is a lower shelf and the kind of center shelf. This one has a separate set of food. This set was magnetic. So there's food like this that's magnetic. If you don't like the magnets or those make you nervous, it actually came with Velcro food like this. So super fun. The kids can pretend to cut it on the cutting board, which is awesome. And then I feel like food is essential. This does come with some though. So if you don't want to buy anything with it, you can just use what it has. So that's awesome. Another thing that was a check mark on my list of kitchens is that I wanted a working ice maker. So if you put a cup in here, oops, the ice comes out. So that is super fun, and it's really easy to refill it, which is great. And then literally like we have a little toaster on this bottom shelf. Super cute. Oh, my bad. And then a microwave you can open, more storage up here, a hook for the apron, a working light. These actually make sounds too. And then came with, some like fun pots and pans. So I really thought about what I was getting them before we got this kitchen, and this one has been great. I will say I messed up on this. It keeps opening, which is honestly, it's user error. It's my fault. So I need to fix it. I don't have the time to do that, and they don't care. But yeah, another space right here. So we really like this kitchen, and it has in so much use and will for years to come. One of our favorite kind of bigger gift ideas is this taco truck. My daughter first fell in love with this when she played with it at a friend's house, and it is so fun. Over here you can order. Of course, some of the pieces are missing in this video, but it has a shape sorter even on there, and then you can sit behind there, take people's orders, give them their drinks or their food. This has had hours and hours of play. Now, I would say I wouldn't recommend this for under like walking age. So if you have a toddler or a baby that is close to walking, I think that is the perfect time to get this. Before that, honestly, it might just be kind of annoying and in the way. So I would wait until close to walking age, whatever that is for your kids. This next item is called the Take Along Storyteller. Now, if you are in your 30s like I am, you will know that there is a version of this that has like little farm songs and a bunch of things like that. You could spin it and it would sing, you know, Old MacDonald or whatever. But this one is actually Bible stories and songs. So here are a bunch of Bible stories. And then if you turn this level here, this is a bunch of different songs. So for example, you could click this and you click the song button and it'll sing a little song. If you turn this for example is the little Noah's Ark. Sorry, it's not focusing super well, but the Noah's Ark story, you push this.
Noah and the Ark, Genesis 6:9 to 9:17.
So this will tell you the story of Noah's Ark. I just thought that this was such a fun take on that little spinning nursery rhyme thing, something that could play in the background, and it's just so sweet. It's actually really small. If you compare my like hand to it, it's as big as my hand. I have kind of big hands, but they can literally carry this around. My 2-year-old found it. This is actually one of the only Christmas gifts our baby is getting, but just the sweetest little thing. And I love that it was Bible stories if you're looking for something like that. Another great option for kids' Bible stories that is great for so many ages is the Jesus Storybook Bible. We love the photos in here, and just the little stories are told in a way that kids can understand. Super fun little pictures, but this is a great option for children of all ages. A couple other books that we love that I think, again, these will grow with your kids. You can do so many different things with them as they get older, but these, of course, for the sensory experience, these are the Never Touch a books. This is Never Touch a Porcupine, and then this is the Under the Sea version. There are so many different ones, but every page has a little sensory touch and feel type thing. Oh my goodness, there's a pen on that. Probably the 2-year-old. But as you read these, you of course can read the story. My son that's older almost has these memorized now, and he'll try to read them, but super fun. As they're little, of course, my baby just likes to go like this and touch all the fun little things on them. So touch and feel are great. This farm book is that same way. This is a great way for kids to learn animals and the sounds animals make. But again, my baby loves to touch the, you know, the little dog fur. There's sparkles on here, which are fun to look at. Touch the little pig. So touch and feel are great and will last for multiple ages as they learn new skills as they're reading them. Kind of along the same lines, this is called Where's the Narwhal? And my 10-month-old will actually pull this down. And then, you know, where's the octopus? There it is. And her favorite part of this, and it is just the cutest thing ever, is where are you? And she'll pull this down and then she'll put her face like this up to it and just stare at it. And it's so funny. It is so cute. So that is a super fun option. Okay, so we're gonna get through these really quick because I think the baby's waking up. So polka dot books. These are great. They are super fun because you can poke them. So they're kind of an interactive book. But then here you can learn how to, you know, there's 10 cows. What does the cow say? And sing the song along with them. My toddler loves these, and my son will read them with them now, which is super fun. So these books will last for many ages. The Pout Pout Fish is a win. It is so cute. When my daughter was little and got to the part where they go blub, 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 she would just crack up. Is that how you read that part? That's how I read that part. But it is so fun. It's just a really silly rhyming book. It is super fun to listen to, and it's honestly super fun to read. It's one that doesn't really get old because it's just really silly. And they just love this blub, blub, blub. So a super fun book for multitude of ages. This is another one for babies and toddlers. It has the little peekaboo things in here, and it is just so sweet. You're my little baby bird, together we will fly. You're my little lamb, so gentle and sweet. You're my little monkey who smiles are such a treat. You can see it is very used. It's turning brown, but we have read this, I couldn't even tell you how many times. Super fun, an interactive book, and one that they will love for years. 2 more quick recommendations because I've got to get the baby. These are the Indestructible books. I was introduced to these like maybe a year or 2 ago, and they are so cool because you literally can wash them. So even if you get these secondhand, you literally put them in your washing machine and they'll last forever. Like literally, you can't rip them. Like they can't rip. So they're called Indestructibles for a reason. Chew-proof, rip-proof, non-toxic, 100% washable. And my toddler loved, when she was learning her colors, I'd say, what are the blue things? The blue sky, the blue house. And then we would point to different things in there, you know, find the apples. She'd find the apples. What's he doing? He's in the wheelchair, the fire hydrant, the red fire hydrant. So again, from little babies, they can use these as a chew toy, but they'll last to toddler, or I mean, they're adulthood. I mean, I wouldn't pick this, but it'll last forever. And last, my first words books. Any books that you can point to and just say the words. I swear that's a huge reason why my toddler was talking so early, because she was obsessed with just word books. So we'd open it up and we'd say, what's that? Cow. What does that cow say? Moo. But there are so many words for them to learn and point to, and just so many milestones they can hit with just a simple book, which is awesome. Oh, where are they at? Oh, they're in the forest. What's in the forest? Oh, you know, the skunk, the tree, the eagle, whatever it is. What do they say? What does it start with? What color is it? Oh, who is this? Oh, that's the daddy and the mommy. Look, it's grandma and grandpa and their kids, or, you know, whatever. That mommy has a baby in her belly. So those are just the conversations, the very few conversations of the many that I've had with my daughter about this book. So any book that they can point to learn more concepts, words, colors, you know, locations like the forest, they're in their home, are such good books for babies and up that honestly will help their language development so much, and I highly recommend. Okay, so my youngest has joined the party. So if you hear a baby playing, it's just her. She just woke up from her nap. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you got some great gift ideas to give out to others, or maybe we're able to add a few of these to your kids' wish list. The toddler has joined now too, so it's a real party. But I hope that you enjoyed this gift guide that I shared today, and that it is just full of practical and useful items like they are to us, and that they'll get years and years of use. So I'm gonna go. If you have any other suggestions or have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. I would love to chat with you down there. But thank you so much for stopping by and watching one of my videos. I appreciate it so very much. It is a joy to be on here sharing some gift ideas and things that we love. So I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day, and Merry Christmas.